Major League Baseball. Of course, there's a lot of playoff postseason pennant races going on with the divisional races alongside with the wild card races. I'm Dan Harrelson, and let's talk Major League Baseball with Ashley Chavez. She is actually a cave dweller in the MLB Fan Cave. Contestants all year long. Ashley, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty well. So you're a big San Francisco Giants fan, correct?
A huge Giants fan, yeah.
So I guess you're pretty much happy today. They're up 8-1 with Matt Cain going today.
Yeah, it's looking pretty up for this game. It's good because it's also Panda and Melky's birthday, so it's kind of like a birthday present to them.
So who's your favorite Giants player on this year's team and maybe all time?
All time, I have to say Will Clark. On this year's team, I'm going to have to say Sergio Romo.
So would you take Will Clark over Barry Bonds?
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
That speaks volume.
I'm not the biggest, biggest Barry Bonds fan. I mean, I appreciate everything that he's done for the city and everything, but, I was more of a Jeff Kent fan, so I guess to some people it's one or the other.
Well, we all know Jeff Kent and Barry Bonds really don't exchange Christmas cards that often, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's talk about your 2012 MLB Fan Cave experience. Talk about that. I guess you started, opening day, and you continued on. I think you've watched, according to MLBFancave.com, about 1,600 plus games. So talk about your experience this year.
Yeah, gosh, hearing that number is absolutely insane. We went from watching up to 100 games and us being like, oh man, I can't believe this is happening, and looking at like 2,300 games left to now we have 700 games left, and it's unbelievable how fast this is flying by. This experience has been absolutely insane. I still don't feel like I fully understand where I am right now because it's all just so many great things so quickly all the time. Like every week there's something incredibly cool happening. So it's been mind blowing to say the least, with all the players that have come by to hang out and all the concerts we've had and all the celebrities that just sit down and hang out and talk with us. Like, and then the All-Star game. The All-Star game was hands down the best time we've had. So which has been crazy.
What all celebrities have you met? And I think you guys have had concerts and all that type of stuff. So talk about that. What celebrities have you been able to meet during your experience?
Well, we've had quite a few. My personal favorite was Colin Hanks because he's a huge Giants fan, and he came in right before Matt Cain's perfect game. So we did this fun game with him, and you can find it on the website, where we quizzed him on his Giants knowledge, and we were doing this whole do celebrities like really know baseball, or they're just saying that, you know. And so we were quizzing him, and he actually knows tons about, especially the Giants, but he's a baseball nut. And after the perfect game, I get a tweet the next morning from Colin Hanks just saying, Matt Cain, and I was like, damn, this is so cool. But he is really cool. Charlie Sheen came in. Charlie Sheen's probably the most famous person to come into the Fan Cave, both this season and last season. That was something else. We really didn't know what to expect at all. He's a huge
be compared to San Francisco?
No, surprisingly it wasn't. I was worried about that. When we came in, the weather was very foggy and overcast and everything, and I just kept making jokes that I brought San Francisco with me, the weather and everything. So the weather I loved. It just honestly felt like I was living in a giant San Francisco that I haven't discovered yet, which is very refreshing because I love big cities, and I love San Francisco so much. But I've been living there a couple years and just growing up and being nearby and going all the time. You know, you feel like you almost know the place like the back of your hand. And so coming up here, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much to discover. So it's very exciting, and I found it amazing right off the bat. It wasn't intimidating at all.
Well, this obviously is a contest, so talk about that. How many, I think you guys are down to like 4 contestants left, you and 3 others. How many did you begin with, and what's determined to stay on and get kicked off and all that good stuff?
Well, yeah, we started with 9. We did do elimination, so there's 4 of us left, yes. Basically, what they judge us on is a fan vote, first off. Also, our content that we produce for the Fan Cave, like videos and blogs and stuff like that. And then how well we interact with people on Twitter. I think those are the top 3 things they look at. There's other little things along the way, but those are the top 3.
Well, do you ever catch any heck for being a Giants fan on Twitter, or do you just kind of push that to the side?
Oh, yeah, you do it once in a while. I feel like, since we're not like, we're just fans, basically. We're just
Right.
giant fans that are here, that get to talk to a lot of people at all times, and so you do, like, you try to turn yourself down, but you do get kind of riled up when people want to talk to you, and it's like, no, I want to talk back with you, like, it's a lot of fun. That's part of being a fan, is you want to just go back and forth, and sometimes you can't always do that because people are just looking to purposely to pick you off, so you have to be careful, but a lot of people do just want to have good banter with somebody, so you gotta fill it out, and sometimes, like, with Dodger fans, of course, it's so much fun to talk to them, because we obviously hate each other, so going back and forth with them and taking, like, little stabs at each other is a lot of fun. I remember when the All-Star Game roster was announced, and the starters were Panda, and those fans didn't like that too much at all, so I got a lot from them there, but I just reminded them that in 2009, Panda should have been starting, but he didn't, so that's part of life, and maybe you should vote for it next time. And then when it came to Maddie starting over Ari Dickey, that was a whole other thing, and then everyone kept attacking me for that, but he did fine, he got the win, so I guess the Giants kind of spoke for me.
Right. Well, how many Major League Baseball stadiums have you been to? Obviously San Francisco, but have you hit any of the New York stadiums since you've been in New York City?
No, unfortunately we haven't been able to. The other, let's see, I'm going to say, like, about 2 months ago, Ricky, who was a Braves fan, Ricky Ricardo, who was an Angels fan, Kyle, who is a Cardinals fan, I think that's it. Just the 3 of them went to Citi Field. They went on a tour of Citi Field, and they got to see everything, which was a lot of fun. I couldn't go, and then a couple people had other engagements that they had to take care of while we had like a break, because we're not always at the cave. We just had to be here for the days, and if we're filming anything. So I believe that day we just had night games. So we had all day to just wander into wherever we wanted to, and they got to go to the city, and they had a lot of fun. But other than that, the only stadium we've been to this season has been Coppin for the All-Star Game.
Well, that's cool. Well, I guess for a minute, take off your Giants colored glasses, and who do you think may play for it all in October?
Oh, goodness, that's a good question. I predicted Giants Tigers in the beginning of the season,
have a panel of people just to watch every game, of course, in college football. 2014 will be trying to determine how to pick 4 teams for a college football playoff, so maybe we